Tom Cruise might kill somebody.
I love it, dude.
At Paramount executives life's on the line right now. Tom Cruise is reportedly pissed off that Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's next film, is going to be stealing all the IMAX screens when it releases a week after Mission Impossible releases. So Mission Impossible releases on July 12th, and then Oppenheimer comes out. So Mission Impossible will have the IMAX screenings from July 12th until Oppenheimer releases July 21st, in which it'll hold the IMAX screenings for 3 weeks. Now, to preface this, Oppenheimer had their release date way before Mission Impossible did. They secured the IMAX screenings, and Mission Impossible moved up their date. So it was supposed to come out later at one point, and they moved it up. So, listen, this isn't the first time Tom Cruise has been vocal about stuff like this. Paramount wanted to put Top Gun Maverick out on Paramount Plus. Imagine if they did that. That movie made over $1 billion. Like, good on him for, like, you know, he's been an advocate for putting movies in the theaters. I get it.
Sure.
To me, though, isn't this something you look into before? When you move that release date up and you see Oppenheimer's already there, why are you picking that date?
So,
I get it's a big summer movie, but maybe drop it in August?
Yeah, well, he was concerned about dropping it in August, apparently, because it was, like, too close to, I don't know, the school year or whatever it was, like the end of the summer.
Right, he wants that full summer rush.
Right,
sure.
He wants the total availability of anybody who can go to the movies and is going to go to the movies.
Which makes sense. Yeah, and they shot a lot of it on IMAX. I understand that.
Yep.
But I just think, then push it. Don't move the release date up.
Yeah, if anything, move it back.
I mean, Top Gun was finished. I could get the date wrong, but they had Top Gun Maverick done since, like, 2019.
Oh, no way.
Yes. In that he kept pushing it off because then COVID hit, the theaters closed. Paramount was like, let's just put this on Paramount Plus. And thank God it made a shit ton of money. It was the biggest movie. It really brought theaters back.
It's the best. It's like the best
if
thing.
If that came out on Paramount Plus, that's not getting a Best Picture nomination.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. I don't think so either. Now,
and that's a movie you need, like, the theater experience is huge, so I understand that.
Yeah.
So I don't think, I understand where he's coming from. I just think, like, there's no way Oppenheimer moves.
Not
you have the high ground
in fucking hell. Yeah, he does have the high ground. There is no the amount of like innovation and publicity and like media coverage and marketing and everything that's gone into Oppenheimer. There's not a chance in friggin' hell. If I was Christopher Nolan, I wouldn't move an inch. I'd say pray to Xenu. All right, you Scientologists.
Listen, he forced Warner Brothers into releasing Tenet in theaters. You know, and that didn't work out very well. What do you? Well, also to me, like, picking this date seems like it was a mistake in a lot of ways because you also have Barbie coming out. Now, I'm not saying that the Mission Impossible crowd is going to see Barbie, but I'm seeing both. There's some crossover to some degree. Yeah. But to me, I don't know. I think it was a mistake to move the date
for Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Or push it to next summer.
Well, yeah. If you're willing to push something like Top Gun Maverick 3 years,
right?
Why wouldn't you push?
Any
Mission
chance
Impossible.
This gets pushed? It's
I don't know.
We're very close.
He's throwing a tantrum about it, and but it's so weird that listen. The thing that I don't like is like if I was the guy who was in charge of the release dates, right? And yeah, it's very close. If someone came up to me and said, "Hey, we're thinking about moving this movie to even for where we're at right now," and this story is from like it's a couple weeks old at this point. Let's be honest, but it's not months and months old. It's just a couple weeks. No. So like, if we had an August release date for a film, and then someone said, "Oh, we should move it up to July or June or whatever," I'd be like, "It's June,
right?
No." Get out of my office.
Well, I just
That's
checked.
what I would say.
So we're a month away from this movie coming out. A little.
No. But what was the original release date?
I think
it was like late August.
Maybe.
Or mid-August.
Dead Reckoning. Well, the reason I looked this up was the tickets are already on sale, so this thing's not moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're less than a month away from the movie. The tickets are on sale on AMC's website. They got it front page on there. So there's no way. There's no way. I'm trying to think. So the film was originally scheduled to premiere on July 23rd. So that would be the premiere.
Yeah.
No, what? Oh, interesting.
What?
The movie was originally scheduled to premiere on July 23rd, 2021. Subsequent delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic pushed the date.
So this is another film that they've had in the can for a year?
It's a part one. So I think the next part comes out next year, which is probably why they don't want to push this to next year, because then you're going to push the other movie to the year after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I love the Mission Impossible movies. I don't think this is going to make $1 billion like Top Gun did.
Oh, there's no way,
and
dude.
I think it'll fit fine. I think the bigger issue here is the fact that the IMAX screen is, but to a normal viewer, I don't think they're going to give a shit.
Well, and I think this is what the execs and all of these people in control of these release dates said to Tom Cruise. Like, listen, if this was Top Gun Maverick, okay, fine. We're talking about the 7th and 8th movie in a franchise versus literally new technology that was created for this.
And it's Nolan. Nolan owns IMAX. Like, you know, like not literally,
and he's
but
true
like,
to film. I pulled this up just to kind of play in the background. In the meantime, it's just because I saw your note in there about how long the movie is.
It's 11 miles long, 600 pounds each one.
Like, just that process, like literal absolute chills, dude. Just the process of them like moving
listen, I respected the shit out of people who shoot on film. It would just stress me out way too much. Well, you have all the mistakes that could go wrong with that.
And you have to scan it.
Yeah.
Color grade and edit in the computer, and then scan it back onto film, print. And
if Nolan wasn't, you know, who he is, like a studio like this would probably be having a heart attack.
Yeah, no, I
pushing
know.
out all those film, but yeah, I mean, you
11 miles of film and all this other stuff. Like, the reason that we know this, because how long? What's another movie that was in IMAX? Do you remember when IMAX first came out, or were you too young?
No, I was probably too young.
IMAX, I feel like it's recent, but it could be.
Yeah,
could be not that recent. I could be.
I mean, I think it's existed for a while, but it hasn't entered the normal zeitgeist for recently.
And for the longest time, IMAX was like, you go on a school field trip to like the Museum of Natural Science or Museum of Science or whatever it is, and you see like a 5-minute documentary in an IMAX theater as a school, and it's got a bunch of like monkeys and birds, and it was like Planet Earth. You know what I mean? That was IMAX. That was all they did on IMAX. And then it was like, it ended up being something they do in films, like in more mainstream stuff, because it's so huge. But like, dude,
there's only, I'm trying to find the exact list, because there's only a very like less than 50 theaters in the country that have an actual capability of 70 millimeter like laser IMAX screen.
Yeah.
You know, so that's you know, it's still not there yet. Because you think about how much space you need for that screen.
Have you seen those cameras, like the BTS of like when they do the handheld shots?
But it's crazy too when you think about it. Like when I think it was Jordan Peele's Nope. They shot some of that on IMAX, and they had to shoot it. I forget exactly, but they had to shoot it at a certain time because they knew Nolan needed the cameras for Oppenheimer. So that's what I'm saying. There's not many cameras either.
Well, yeah, it's not mainstream.
Yeah,
it's
so
crazy.
Expensive.
So IMAX is weird because there's like the cameras are so large that they have like a weird configuration to them, and because like they're using the original cameras. Like they haven't updated the cameras since they were made. So like in the shot of Robert Downey Jr., and he's like, there's a shot of him, and it's in black and white, and he's sitting in the back of a car or whatever, right? He has on his lap in that shot, he said it in an interview, he has the film like cartridge that holds the real film.
He did say that when he was
on
riding
his
in the
lap.
back. Yeah.
On his lap, just sitting there, like, and it's going underneath him. That's crazy to me.
Didn't he say he felt like he was like back in the 40s making a movie?
That's so cool, dude.
No,
I mean, that's so cool. Like, I don't know.
To me, like from a visual standpoint, I'm glad that IMAX is only used for the movies that it is. I feel like it works with action movies. I feel like it works with Nolan's style.
Was Top Gun IMAX or no?
Yeah, most of it.
Most
of the flying stuff was IMAX. Yeah. And when you go there, you can see the aspect ratio shift. You know, some parts of it aren't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you watch a movie on like Disney Plus, they'll have the IMAX version, but then you'll see the aspect ratio shift. And it could be jarring to some people, but I don't really notice it. If you're locked into a movie.
Yeah. Especially if it's a good movie.
Right. And it's great for the scenic shots, whatever. But I think it's good in moderation. Unless you're Nolan.
Well, and see, the thing with Nolan, right, is that, like, I'm not going to care that it's IMAX or not. Or,
right, I'm going either way.
I'm going to watch it.
Still good without my IMAX.
But to watch whatever composition he puts on a screen, like, in IMAX, is definitely going to be worth it, in my opinion.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah.
But, I don't know. Obviously, to me, Mission Impossible, it can't move. If tickets are already on sale, it's not moving. Oppenheimer's not going anywhere. They're going to stand firm. They already got the screens locked.
So what would you say to Tom Cruise? You're the executive.
I would say I understand where you're coming from, but I think you dug your own hole here, picking that release date.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
There's no way. Have they shot the second part of it yet? Do you know?
I think they shot it back to back. They're probably still in post-production, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, he can
Interesting.
screw. Yeah.
Thanks for watching that clip from the Movie Mob podcast. Be sure to subscribe to Wilco Media and tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. for our full weekly episodes. How you doing? All right.